All right. Okay, so he definitely wasn't ready, obviously. You're gonna critique the no, I'll talk about something totally different. So Tone, I don't got to talk about this debate because there's no one West Israelite that can tie my shoe, man. Like I literally comment on the best of the best videos. I comment on in the one West, camp. I'm always comments on Deacon, Deacon deconstruction, whatever the fuck his name is. I comment on Elder Nathaniel, right? The guys who people think are tough. I'm always trolling their videos in the comment section, and I'm like in a clean troll way. I'm like, damn, dude, like Deacon. I say, yo, Deacon, I'm gonna start calling you ducking mode because his name is Deacon Destruction Mode. I commented today. I said, I'm gonna start calling you Deacon Mode, Ducking Mode. His name is Deacon Mode or whatever, Deacon Destruction. I said, I'm gonna start calling you Ducking Mode, bro. Cause I said, I've been trying to get at you for a minute now. Well, he doesn't know that we already debated and I kicked his ass. And he wanted to talk again, but I was already busy. I ain't talked to him again because I didn't know what I know now. I team so I don't have a team like him. I got like just Meech and a few other people. That's it. And Yad and chat. But he has people around the clock. So I'm glad I chose not to give him a rematch because he probably would have got me. Like knowing what I know now about what they know, he probably would have got me, but not now. Like there's nothing that they can say. Like I would be surprised if they could say something that I didn't know. Like their entire argument is like garbage, like 100%. So I'm not going to do a recap on a debate because it's one sided. Like you see my man conceded. It's one sided. Like they in a nice humble way they can't fuck with me. All right, hey, Ebizzle, peace, man. Happy Father to you all. So, but I do want to talk about something more interesting. And Dr. Umar had a video where he was talking about the school. Now, for you guys, I've been saying this since Dr. Umar came with the school idea. I've been saying black people, we don't need a black school. Okay. I've been saying that for the longest. We don't need a black school. Oprah did that shit in Africa and that shit became a whorehouse. And that's what's gonna come in America. We don't need a school. So like we keep trying to blame white people why we're fucked up. And that's why we can't get nowhere. We got to blame ourselves why we're fucked up. And that's when you have true progression. You have parents have a child together and they don't even like each other. Their father and mother be at odds as soon as they had a kid. So the black family just destruction starts right there once the child is born, because you got men and women who can't control their hormones, and they're fucking just to be fucking. They don't love each other. They don't want to spend the rest of their life with each other. They don't want to get married. They're just fucking because they are, the opportunity is there. Let's do it. I like him. I like her. Let's fuck. And a lot of guys and a lot of women, a lot of black guys, a lot of black women don't like to wear condoms. So now we just doing more than just fucking now, because now there's a possibility you'll get pregnant. Because the guy's saying to her, I don't like to wear condoms. She's saying me either. So they're agreeing to have unprotected sex, knowing the risks, and knowing that they don't like each other like that. They don't know each other. But it's an instant gratification, because they're going to have sex. So she gets pregnant. He's thinking like, hey, man, let's terminate this because we don't know each other. We don't love each other. And we're not trying to be with each other. And she looking like, nah, I want a kid for her own personal reasons, whatever they may be. So now he looking like, wow, like, yo, what the fuck? Like this wasn't part of our, deal. And she's like, all right, tough. And so now you got resentment from the door. You got potential deception. You got potential lack of trust and potential, just confusion, lack of communication from the door. So of course this family structure is going to be fucked up. And now he takes that personal. He's like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, you trying to trap me? And she's like, nah, I ain't trying to trap you. I just want a kid. And, and thank you for being, that vessel. So he, on spite, ain't trying to be a father figure. You know what I mean? So it just fucked up from the very beginning. And this is most of how this is probably the bulk of how kids are being brought into the world in Black society. Exactly how I explained it. Okay. So we don't need a Black school, because when you have homes like the one I just discussed just now, the one I just explained, if that's your type of home, it don't matter what school that kid go to, he gonna be fucked or she gonna be fucked. All right. So now let me bring y'all to the Umar debates. Umar, he's a smart guy, and so is Farrakhan. Okay. So is Tariq Nasheed, and so is like other people in Black society. They're very smart. The problem is like they're so, what's the proper word? They are so I want to say a good word that express what I'm trying to say. Like Farrakhan and Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar, like these guys are very smart. They're brilliant. They're very educated. But the problem is that they're so, what is the word I'm looking for? They are so, I hate to say lack of a better word. They are so racist. I mean, that's, I guess that's just the word. I'm trying to find something else, but I can't. Like they're so racist that they're blinded. Like their racism trumps their education. Their racism trumps their intellect. And now they start to like come up with crazy ass conclusions and crazy ass solutions and resolutions. And one of them is, we need a Black school. No, bro, we don't need a Black school. We need to focus on,
Okay, so in this
reaching out to our own first. All right, so my bad, got all these stock videos because your boy is back into stocks. So I'm less interested in debating Hebrews, even though I will from time to time just for shits and giggles. But I'm like really focused on trading stocks and mastering this game. You know what I mean? Trying to make $2,000 in one day. Like that's where I'm at now. I'm like, yo, I know that I'm a great researcher. I know I'm above. I might not be great, but I'm decent. I'm definitely above average. I'm definitely above normal. Okay. It's mainly because of the degree I would go to read something. So I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, just reading, like, you know what I mean, like learning how to read Greek and all that shit in just 1 month. And people been reading the Bible all their life, still can't read Greek. So it's the levels I would go through to like know something for just shits and giggles. So why not take that same energy and apply it to something where I can make a lot of money and become like filthy fucking rich? And like that's where I want to be now. you know. And believe me, I got guys, Diceman, Watcher, No Man, and some of you guys who like send me cash app. So believe me, if I ever become, which I will, when I become filthy fucking rich, I'm definitely gonna be sending back, the love back to people who threw something at me. I will be definitely throwing back at you. That's how you do shit. That's a community. So I don't forget people who look me out. Trust me, I don't forget. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in a position right now to do nothing for you, but that's always archived. Like, yo, when I am in a position, and I will be, because I'm too smart to be broke. So that was polite, you know, talking point. But he's a scammer. Like I can say that with confidence. With proof. He's a scammer. But I'm really too smart to be broke. For real, for real, for real. So I'm already untangling shit right now. You dig? Shit is starting to look bright for me. But why not? Like stocks is all about education. It's all about studying and being disciplined, and I'm doing that now. I've done this. I read up on stocks some years ago, but I can't say I took it serious. But this time I'm taking it serious. So when I read back on it, it just made more sense to me now. And I could even go live and teach you guys on a basic level how to interpret stock chart. And they call um, price action. Like I can literally pull up a stock chart and explain price action, support and resistance, the indicators, MACD, uh, um, Bollinger Bands. You dig? I could do that right now. Like, but trust me. So when I explain the price action, which is the stock chart, it'll be clear. Swing lows, swing highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. That shit easy. Okay, for me, because I get paid to teach kids. So I get paid to break shit down to where a kid can understand it without any shadow of a doubt. So if I can do that for kids, I'm gonna do it for you. So as I'm learning stock shit, I'm like, yeah, I could easily relate this to people who support me, where they gonna get it. Ain't no confusion after I explain this stock chart. Starting with a candle, like there's no confusion. Like you're gonna get it, all right? Just unless you're retarded. So let's get into this Umar shit. Hey, sister Aaliyah. I know, no. So at some degree, you need separation, right? Because this whole melting pot it does not work. So I'm not one to tell you that integration is the solution. Integration provides for opportunities that you probably won't get otherwise, but you need your separation states. And this is why, most people in America are separated anyway. Like we integrate when it's convenient, but in our personal time, we separate. So Hispanics usually live among Hispanics, Indians live amongst his Indians, and white folks live amongst white folks, and black folks live amongst black folks. Like that's where it's always going to be. I mean, but we integrate when it's convenient for like business and merchants, merchandising, washing clothes. We'll integrate. We'll go to a Hispanic laundromat to wash clothes, because ain't no black person in projects like, yo, kind of come over here. You can wash over here. That ain't happening. So yeah, so separation is inevitable, but it's smart separation. Like you can't be blinded by just like race, because you'll have black folks scam you like Polite, like Brother Polite. So you can't say black, black, black because you'll be polite will get you for all your money. And people like him are out there and they're black as hell, they'll scam the shit out you. So we can't be blinded by race. Like and there's some people, like white people, who won't scam you and will give you your best opportunity to do something for yourself. So we got to be smart when it comes to that. Yeah, right. Sarah. So Dice Man. So yeah, I say black power is really white power. It just blackwash. I mean, literally everything that we said was black power, it started with a white person first. So black power is pseudo. There's no black power. There's people power, but there's no black power. That shit's pseudo as hell, and there are ideas that we have that came from white folks. The sovereign citizen movement, just name it. White folks first. Even your Hebrew Israelites, that was white folks first. Like so, like talk to me when we actually did it first. Talk to me when we did it first. Saying you're Kemet, white folks did it first. You dig? So even that Egyptian shit doesn't work. White folks said they were Egyptians first. So we're late on mostly all of our claims, especially our unauthentic claims. We're late. Our genuine claims were probably first. Right. So yeah. So sis, we're in America, and I'm one who now say, like I said it before, and I went against it, but I now say that black folks definitely need states that are black, like at least 3 states: Mississippi, Alabama, and New Orleans. Give us 3 states. Now, black folks still, those states are still in America. So that means that when we have those 3 states, we're still going to live in California. Like we're not going to be like, we're going to be like Hispanics and Haitians and Jamaicans and white folks in Europe. We're still going to move to America. Like, so if they give us Mississippi, Alabama, and New Orleans, we're still going to live in California, Florida, because of the tangibles and the laws and shit like that. So America still benefits. So I am a proponent of black folks definitely 100% need their own state or states. Okay, if America never does that for us, then America can never be right by us. We need our own states where just black folks, white folks can come and live there too, but it needs to be controlled and owned by black folks. Like Florida got their laws, we need, and their ordinances. Well, we need our laws and our ordinances. And I'm a proponent of death penalty for murder. Fuck all that, nigga. You dying. You come in our state, you kill somebody, you're dead too. So your life, if you want to kill somebody, just know you're sacrificing your life to do it. And that's okay with you, it's okay with me. Kill him, you're dead. So get rid of both of y'all niggas. Yeah, so I definitely am a proponent of black folks need at least 3 states in America where just black. And they don't gotta worry about the money going overseas because we still are in North America, in America. And so that means we're gonna spend the money in America, because we're still going to want to live in New York. We still want to live in California. We're still going to live in Florida, Texas. You dig? Because the opportunities that America have is going to be greater than our 3 states, obviously, because they are like well advanced already, right? So we're still going to live in America, even though those 3 states will be considered non-American. So, but we're still going to spend money in America. So I think that's a thing white folks should consider. He said Georgia, Chicago, South Carolina. There you go. Right. So whatever you want to give us, it got to be a whole state. And I would say 3. That's just, I'm winging it. Like I haven't put no analytics. That's crazy shit. I'm just saying 3. But if it's 1 state, fine. But it has to be a state because black folks need their own. We need our own news. Right. I think it's inhumane. It's against all laws and ordinances and everything, constitutional law, for black folks to not control their image. All right. I think that's a crime in itself. That black folks' image is controlled solely by people non-black. Okay, so black folks definitely need a news station. And that can only happen if we're given some states or a state. So and when a black person did something in California that's considered legally, then he should be extradited back to one of the 3 states that we're in control of, and we will prosecute based off the evidence.
It's not state.
Based off the evidence, okay? So that's that. And like for me, at this stage in my life, like there's no doubt that black folks need a state. Like, and that's something we should be fighting for, not this fake freedom fighting bullshit. But we should definitely be given a state, right? Because I don't believe we did everything turning that she said we did. We the backbone of America. I don't believe that bullshit. But I believe that we played a significant part in making America. I don't believe we made America, but I believe that we played a huge role in the making of America. So we're, do a state or states. I'll say 3. So now Tone G asked a good question. But first, let me read what sister says. It said Michigan, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. No problem. I agree with that. We had it all before World War I and World War II. Yeah, so we definitely need that. And like that's something that I'm comfortable dying with that. I'm comfortable dying with that idea that we definitely need a state. So I agree with Elijah Muhammad when he said black folks need a state. Because looking back, nah, we need that, at least one. We need that. There's no way black folks can ever do anything in America without a state. So I just can't go with that. So I'm biased one live on reservation, like yeah, not a reservation, but I definitely think we should have a state, not a reservation, a state, because we did a lot. We're doing a lot. The Indians have been separate from white society for a long ass time. Black folks been integrated for a long ass time, and we've been separated and segregated for a long ass time. So we have been dealing with white folks longer than Indians. So we are due more for that reason. Okay. So who's going to distinguish black folks from niggas? No niggas loud. Oh no. That's what we're gonna do. We had that black state. You dig? We're gonna make a distinguish between niggas and black folks. And that's gonna be based off actions. Okay, so these relationships that niggas get into that they don't want to be a family, they just fucking just for satisfaction, all that shit. Yeah, nah, we ain't supporting the state, ain't supporting that. We ain't supporting that. Like shack up with your aunt, uncle, or you know what I mean? Because and that bum ass nigga too that ran from that child. No. Y'all gonna be forced to live with each other because you ain't getting no benefits over here in this state. Take your ass to California somewhere, but you ain't getting that shit over here in Mississippi, Alabama, or New Orleans. You ain't getting that here. We're gonna hold you accountable for your decisions. You have a baby with a nigga, y'all gonna take care of it. We're gonna be pro-abortion if you want it. If you don't, it's up to you. We're gonna be pro-pills, right? Prophylactics, pills. So we're gonna have all that available for you to not have a kid if you don't want that to happen. But if you choose to have that kid for some crazy religious belief, then deal with comes with the kid, the responsibilities and the necessities, and you're solely responsible for that shit. You and that nigga. Yeah, and we're gonna like force our state without like forcing, but we're gonna have certain shit in place where that guy and that woman gonna realize, yo, we are both gonna be failures if we don't just work this shit out. So we're gonna make the motherfuckers, in a sense, get together and have that nuclear family and work and have that shit work together. Because we ain't supplying nothing for y'all niggas. Take your ass to New Jersey somewhere, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, but Mississippi, Alabama, New Orleans, there's no government assistance for niggas who are having sex and can't figure out what they want to do afterwards. Umar for president, Terry for government, Senator for mayor, Trump for city council. All right, so let's get into this Umar shit. This nigga. So I gonna put the link in the chat with the phone number because I say a black school is irrelevant, it's extreme, is not needed. And without debating, just sharing ideas, if anybody believes a black school is needed, please join me. I'm gonna send a link because I got questions for you. Again, it's not a debate. This is for anybody. No, ma'am, the Watcher, Stupides, Haskell, all my strong personality people that can hold their own, and even you guys. This is for anybody. I'm gonna put the phone number in there. If I'm saying a black school is extreme. Like, we don't need that shit. That's straight pseudo. It could be Unc can call in, Chef, whoever. Sonetta, call in. If you think Q Butter, if you think a black is needed, call. Pick that guy link and call this number. Okay. Oh shit. I put the link in there. Oops, sorry. Hey, it's so Dice, man. Yeah, we can get into the definitions, right? I agree. Let's look it up. I'm gonna share my screen on what a school is because I'm gonna explain what we need, and it ain't no goddamn school because we only complain about a few things as far as in the public school system. We don't complain about the actual school building. We complain about outdated material, lack of computers, and we complain about teachers. So that's it. So we don't complain about the school itself. We complain about teachers not giving a F, and we complain about outdated material. That's it. So we don't need a school, you see? So we just need better teachers and better updated equipment. That's it. The school is fine. So that's the angle I come with. Eric, you there, bro? So he hopped off. All right. So what did Elijah say? See, that's why we ain't the kitchen. We're not here. Now, yeah, no. Elijah made some great points, right? But everything he said wasn't, right in his act. But he did raise some great arguments that we need to consider, and that's why I say, like this, the state. When he proposed separation, I like that, but not all the way because you'll be a fool. Like, I mean, you got, Ukrainians, you got Chinese people who are separate, but they're still coming to America to do business and get land and, all that type of shit. So, no, it's good to have your separate, area. But to think you're going to do it by yourself, you're a caveman. That's why all of the world governments, world people, politicians are communicating with other people from different countries because you can't do shit without doing it. You're limited. All right. So he said, what do you do? Bust all the black kids out of the most black neighborhoods into the white neighborhoods for school? No. So I'm saying schools are fine. The problem is that we have teachers who aren't educated correctly how to be a teacher. So when I place him as Umar debate, I agree with some things Umar is saying for as teachers. So he's not all the way wrong. Like, he made some great points for things to be considered. But some things he says is straight extreme. And it's like just straight crazy. Sister Leah, I don't want to make it about me getting on Elijah Muhammad. Okay. Right? Because I say he did a lot of good, but some shit he said was wrong. But since you need to know, you said just one thing, $10,000. All right, but can I get paid? Because he taught that Allah was created from triple darkness. All right, that's what he said. He then said that Allah started from the atom of life. Aaliyah. He said Allah started from the atom of life, whatever that means. That's unscientific, but let's go with that. So, sister, this is for you now. There are over 100 atoms. Which atom was Allah? Because he would have to be the first atom. He couldn't be the second because he can't be Allah. So he would have to be the first atom that was spinning in total triple darkness. So, sis, for you, I will give you 10 minutes to answer. Which atom of life was Elijah? Was Allah? Allah will have to be the first atom. Science got the first atom. All right. So sis, I'm gonna ask you, which atom of life was Allah? Because I understand the Nation of Islam, when they say atom, they think there's one atom. They don't understand there's 100, over 100. Like I think it's about 112 on a periodic chart. So, but sis, you got to know that gold is an atom. Oxygen is an atom. You got to know that. Okay. So the question goes back to you. Which atom could Allah only have been? And then I can answer that next question. All right. So give me that answer first. Which atom was Allah? And then we can go forward with that. So that's gonna be problem. So however you answer is gonna be problematic. Just trust me. It's like unscientific to come with that angle saying Allah was the atom of life. That's unscientific. But once you answer which atom he was, matter of fact, I'll help you out. Here we go. I'll help you out. Periodic. There you go. Sis, which one of these atoms was Allah? All right. So I'll help you out. So you got 103. So it's on you now. I'll give you 1 minute to come up with which atom was Allah. And then we'll move forward. So you got 1 minute on your clock. So this is why I didn't want to do that. So I'm a guy that knows a lot about religion. Okay, I know about the different doctrines, right? So it doesn't matter if it's Elijah, no matter if it's the Hebrew Israelites, no matter if it's the Moorish doctrine. If it's black, I know a lot about it. I don't know a lot about the New Nuwabians, but I know that shit's bullshit. I don't know a lot about it. Okay, so these are your choices. So which one of these are Allah? Which one of these atoms are Allah? So did we get an answer? All right. No. Okay, sis. So let me just share some with you. So any atom cannot be Allah because certain atoms are, or certain atoms. So now, sis, this is coming from somebody who learned chemistry, right? Certain atoms were created after the Big Bang. Whether you believe that or not, doesn't matter. Atoms, some atoms originated in space, and some atoms originated on Earth. So sis, it actually matters. Some atoms originated in space, and some atoms originated on Earth, not in space. Actually, Earth born some atoms. So it would matter which atom it is, because if you're telling me that Allah is an atom of gold or an atom of let's look on it, plutonium, he's an atom of let's get something that we know of. Chlorine that you put in water to clean water, that's going to matter. Or aluminum that we wrap our food with, that's going to matter. Like, that's going to matter if he's aluminum. Is he fluorine? Is he nitrogen? Neon? You know what I mean? Krypton. Some shit that kills Superman. Like, we got to know which one of these atoms alive. Or is he sodium? Some shit you put in salt. Some shit salt got. Is he lithium? So is he magnesium? Is he calcium? Some shit you put in the strength of your bones. Like, which one is titanium? Which one of these is he iron? Is he a nickel? A goddamn quarter? Zinc? Some shit you swallow to get vitamins. So this is going to matter. Arsenic, is he going to kill your ass? You dig? So it matters which atom he is. All right. That is not the chart that exists. Are you kidding? No, sis. Now look, I put the phone number there. Okay, so I know Unbiased take on. My name is Unbiased Sports. I know I take on a lot of research, but I have a great memory of what I learned like 10 years ago. That's why I know the Nation of Islam doctrine back and forth. I know the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. I know the Moorish doctrine. Just because I move on to stocks doesn't mean I forgot what I learned 10 years ago. I still know it. I got brushed up a little bit, but I still know it. So what I learned about chemistry is still there. Okay. So you can't just say that, sis. There's no other chart. This is the chart. And I'll give you the answer. Even though hydrogen is number one, that's not the first atom. It's actually helium. This is the first atom. So if Allah was spinning in triple darkness, he would be helium. He wouldn't be hydrogen. This is the first atom. It's the second atom. Okay, so 1 and 2, but this is the first atom. So 1 doesn't mean first. This is dealing with electrons, right? I don't think hydrogen got an electron, but I think helium does. So this is why this is 1, this is 2. So yeah, or was it a neutron? Hydrogen didn't have something, either electron or neutron, but helium did. So that's why this is 1, because I think it's dealing with weight, dealing with like how heavy the atom is. I think the atoms are charted, are numbered by how heavy they are, not which is the first. Okay, that's if my memory is correct. All right, so let's Reese, let's catch up. What do you ever say? Just okay, shoot, bro, Sarah, peace and thanks for that. That is what a pseudo does. But anyway, before I go, he was the Higgs boss. You staying right here. All out over black, original. Yeah, triple dark. Now, sister. Now you know triple darkness. So it says, let me just let you know where I'm at with the Nation of Islam doctrine. Triple darkness was never a word from Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad in Our Savior Has Arrived, chapter 19 and further and up. Elijah Muhammad only spoke of total darkness. Triple darkness is something the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan brought into the world. He brought in triple darkness. Elijah Muhammad from Our Savior Has Arrived, he has only said total darkness. Scientifically, there's no triple darkness. There's no levels in darkness. It's just dark or light. That's it. So that's why Elijah Muhammad had it right when he said total darkness. It means no light. So Elijah Muhammad had the wording correct. It's just darkness. Okay. But let's keep going. But this is the chart. If you got another chart, then you could produce it. Send a link. Subatomic particles make up atoms. Then they're right. So Allah, if he's actually helium, then the subatomic particles was here before him. So that's a good point, Tone. Natural law. I don't know what natural law is. You're right. I have no idea what natural law is, but you can explain that to me. And how are you going to be able to prove that? But this is why I didn't want to go there. Allah is that. Are you? But you brought up this. I didn't want to talk about this. I want to talk about Umar. Okay, so yeah, no, exactly, Tone. Like, there's no different darknesses. It's just darkness and light. That's it. Okay, so that's why I like Elijah Muhammad term when he said total darkness. That just means it's darkness. So Elijah Muhammad said total darkness. Farrakhan comes later, 20, 30 years later, he says triple darkness for whatever reason. And then he makes up a whole doctrine behind that. I like Elijah Muhammad wording. Total darkness. That's it. All right, hold on. Okay, so I hope I was able to help, though. He's helium. He's not hydrogen. Helium was the first atom. Okay, so if he's the first atom, he's definitely helium. He's not anything else. But anyway, let's get to Umar. Let's get to the boy Umar Johnson. Let's see how crazy this nigga is. All right, so here we are.
you will never get another president's attention anymore. Because be organized. These handkerchief head ass black politicians who don't fight for us and these governmental systems. A black woman can have sex whenever she wants,
Right.
because she's beautiful. She can have a bed mate, but to have a soul mate.
I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. You get what I'm saying? I should not have to.
You still go back to individualism.
But I only feel like we tell black men that we have to now deal with masculine women, women with children.
Why is she masculine? Because she's had to raise the kids alone. Not one woman,
so
brother. A whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I could look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No,
that's what I have to look forward to.
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her end up with a man that you consider to be less than what he should be. And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children. And when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No,
I mean you as an active.
Yes, you do. You are. Your Umar was funny as hell. He was personally attacking him, but then retract and say not you, but black folks. But you're saying you, looking at me and pointing at me, like nigga, no, we can't do that. Don't look at. When you say you, look in the camera, bro. Don't look at me, because I'm gonna take that as me.
Member in the community, where we go to every single
black mother and say, how many sons you got?
Shit. All right, let me let the sister in. Hold on, sis. Let me get your name right. Sister Aaliyah. Okay. Sister pulling up.
Yes, this is Sister Aaliyah.
Salam. Oh shit. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, really, it's Sunday. And I really, I was just stopping by, I wasn't really trying to stay. But we can have this conversation another day, because I don't know who you done ran over. No, don't overtalk me because it's your show. Okay, I called in to say you're wrong. And we can have this conversation today with someone who was there, who was born and raised up in the nation, who knows Farrakhan is a fruit. He don't know what he's talking about either, and you shouldn't have never followed him in the first place. And now all you niggas is out here confused because you listen to Farrakhan and the likes. You can't tell me Messenger Muhammad did not say triple darkness. I heard him say it. There are other speeches out there that you probably have never heard before. Everything Farrakhan, Michael, Malcolm, and all the rest of them niggas have ever said, they got it from the messenger. They may have twisted and turned it or watered it down or whatever else, but they originally got the thought pattern from the messenger. So the messenger did teach about the triple darkness. It's deeper than what you think. And when he talks about the atom of life and how the black man, the first man, even before the sun, he's talking about the atoms that existed, and whatever they were, they developed and manifested into the creation of who we are today, people of the sun who overrides every element in this world. We were also taught in the nation that every element on that chart that you keep throwing up there that the white man gave you is in us, because we come from the universe, period. We are part of this universe. The earth, the air, the water, the plants, the whatever. We are all that. We have all that in us. We have gold in us. We have silver in us. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I can't really stay today. If you want to make a show of it, I'll come back and you could try to make me look like a fool. All you foreigners always try to make us over here look like we're stupid and we don't know where we're going. We don't have any purpose, any goal. We just a bunch of 22 million fools who have just got tossed around from one person to another. Come on, bruh.
Wait, are you familiar with Eric Muhammad?
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with Lance Shabazz?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sis. So I'm not who you think I am. So now, Eric Muhammad, are you familiar with his teacher?
And you know what? Let me tell you something. It's not familiar. I mean, Lance has more credibility than anyone to me, although he allowed himself to get played. You know, that's my brother. I love him. I really feel sorry for him today. But at one time, he was a very strong brother, and he was born and raised up in the nation just like I. So all the rest, if they came up on the Farrakhan like yourself,
No.
they were kind of handicapped and retarded from the beginning.
No, sis. What I'm pointing out is that
No, sis. Eric Muhammad came in the nation in 1983. He was not back there and heard the voice of the messenger.
no, but sis, that's why I said his teacher. Okay, so I was in
Who is his teacher? Who is his teacher?
Hold on.
Oh, I just said you ain't got to give me no.
I'm going to tell you.
Say the name.
I'm going to tell you. That's why I was trying to let you know where my background is from. His teacher is Brother Keith. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's the barbershop that I. So bias. Yeah.
Bias.
Yes.
Where's Brother Keith now?
Well, now he passed away, but
okay. Oh, there you go. Now, see, listen.
Hold on.
This blessing, no, you listen. This blessing that was given to us through the mouth of Allah to the messenger, and the messenger to some of us who was going to come later, is a life-giving teaching. So that means if you stand strong and you eat right, you live right, you think right, you'll be all right. But Keith's problem was he was hard-headed. He loved Farrakhan, and when it was time to give Farrakhan up, he couldn't give him up.
No.
He couldn't give him up.
No, sis, you got that
wrong.
no,
I know about it. Brother, I know who Keith is. See, that's what killed me. You Johnny come lately think y'all know more about the nation. Even Eric Muhammad think he know more about the nation than people that was born and raised up in it.
Brother
when
Keith
the messenger was alive and speaking.
Sis, the brother Keith I'm talking about, he was a second generation. He was born and raised in this Islam.
I know who Keith is. How many times I got to tell you?
Okay, so
I talked to him. That was my brother. I know Keith X.
Okay, so he went to,
and I know he gone.
So he went to university.
May the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him wherever he at. But
so he went to university.
What has that got to do with anything? He was not no authority in the nation. Keith was just like me. When we was growing up, we didn't have a damn thing to say because we were nothing but the youth. So what are you talking about?
So, like you said, what we'll do is we'll have a separate discussion.
Right, where we can just really talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah, we'll go
and give your audience something to really hear about the truth of the life-giving teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that came from
which
God
I know all about. Like I watched.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I listen to you. You don't know half of what you say. You don't know shit from Shinola. You're just out here running your mouth, bro.
I can ask you questions you'll never answer. I get. So when we talk again.
So let me make a report. You know that last time I was on your show and Nandy came on there and she was kind of rude to me.
I remember.
Well, you know, me and her are cool now. And she apologized because she found out she was being played by some brothers, by some niggas. They ain't none of my brothers, who was setting her up and trying to turn her against sisters that were really cool with her. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I wouldn't be on that. Would you let me finish and I'm going to go? That's why I wouldn't stay on your channel and argue with her because I don't like arguing with my sisters. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's a bad look.
I know. So that's why I left, because I knew eventually Allah would bring the light and the truth would come out about what was going on. And so you see how things work out when you do what's right and when you try to strive on the right path.
Right. That's right.
Excellent. Okay, beloved, you know how to get in touch with me. I'm here for you. Whenever you want to do it, just hit me up. Look, as a matter of fact, you can hit me up on AleahRobinson9@gmail.com and we can set up a day. And then you know what, whether your people want to believe it or not, I thank Allah, Masfar Muhammad, that he gave me the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I can come and try to shed some light. Okay?
Yes. All praises.
All right.
I thank you for your time.
All praises. Yes, sir. You have a good day.
Yes, ma'am.
Walaikum salam.
All right, so I'm gonna play some humor. Let's play this nut. Okay.
two? How many sons you got two? Well, guess what? That's your son's big brother. That's your son's big brother. He taking them to school. He doing the homework. He gonna spend a couple hours with him every Saturday. He got his own kids too, but he gonna make time for you. She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the rape, the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and having to take care of herself all at the same time. The black woman has—
Do you agree with that? That's why she came masculine, the black woman? And that's for you in the chat. Do y'all agree that that's why the black woman became masculine, because she had to deal with all that? That's actually—
But you was in the nation. You don't know that? You don't know that?
No, I mean, like, I know about history of
No,
women.
seriously. I'm being serious now. That is exactly what the messenger taught. And that's why he's right about that. You know, Umar knows about the nation. He was in the nation. These people were in the nation at one time, right? And so he knows the teaching. He knows what he's saying is absolutely correct. That's what the messenger was trying to avoid. That's why he told y'all to protect and respect the black woman. And today, when it was much needed, it's not happening today, right?
Oh, hell no, because of her attitude.
Oh, no.
That masculine. So now,
oh, my God. Oh, so you one of them chauvinistic pigs who hate black women.
No, you got to let me talk first before you cast judgment. So now what he's saying is a little bit of truth there, right? When a woman
Absolutely.
When she has those type of duties, it's going to bring about some type of masculinity. Because even white women, when I think it was World War I, when the men were dying, the women started to wear the pants. They started to go to work in the place of their husband, and as a result, that produced like the womenist movement, a whole bunch of masculine as women. Okay, so
may I share? What happened was women who, and we're talking about mostly Caucasian women, were told, you know, they were taught to be in the house, take care of the house, take care of their husband and all that stuff, and not really venture out the home. That when those wars started, they had to go to work and help make some of the weaponry and the bullets for their husbands to shoot.
Yep.
And so that brought them out the house, and they had to learn how to be strong. Exactly.
Right. But as a result, they end up forming like organizations that became like the feminist movement, the women's
ERA, women's rights, all that. You're right, because they were the only women on the planet that never had any rights or any accolades given to them for being the beings that they are. You know what I'm saying? White women were the only ones that had to fight for their rights. Women of Aboriginal or original stature, they were born on this planet with inalienable rights, and they were always held and honored in our villages, our clans, and in our tribes.
Yeah, but look at the differences. Like those white women start to make, like they took pictures like making a muscle, you know. So like this isn't like a feminine quality at this point. Like now they're trying to actually be.
Oh no, I agree with you. But see, you have now you jumped off the track. What Umar is saying is, if it had not been for the neglect of the black man toward the black woman, then the black woman would have never had to develop masculine traits. That's what he's saying.
No, I get
and
it.
that's what Mr. Muhammad said.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, because now when you take the father out the home, it's going to produce that type of woman, right? That's what,
I don't think nobody took the fathers out the home.
Okay,
the fathers left for one reason or another.
Okay, fine.
They left for one. I was there. I don't know about you.
Right, no,
I was there.
But
most men left for one reason or another. They left because of economy. They left because of work. They left because of social engineering. I don't think they just left the children and the women back, especially back in the 50s and 60s. Now today, y'all might just leave a woman for no reason. You know.
I got you. But what I'm saying is, the reason
so you can't generalize this. And when we have our talk, we're going to make sure you can, because we're going to go through the generations. Now, I don't know which one you come from. You come from the 80s or the 90s?
70s. All right. So.
Oh, you're a 70 baby.
Yeah. And
you real confused because you was born in a decade that was really beautiful, but then it started getting really nasty after 1975. All
right. So, but all I'm saying is that regardless of why the man left, the women took on the women took on characteristics that were masculine, right?
Okay, so now are you saying that's right or wrong?
I'm saying that's just what happened. It's not
Okay,
right.
well, so then if it's a natural thing that had to happen, then you're saying it was naturally that men were just going to neglect their children and they women and run away, which naturally made women have to become more masculine. Because what? They had to get out and work. They had to fix pipes. They had to make sure the floors were okay. You know, I mean, you can't be so-called feminists in y'all minds, whatever y'all think.
You want to let me
is,
say
or,
2 words though, so you don't know where I'm going with it.
You are being misleading. You can't be for and against. You can't be for and against by it.
Yeah, but you gotta allow me to say a couple words though. Okay. So
okay.
And that's a masculine trait to like shut me up. I can't say anything. All right. So
no, sir. No, sir. It's aggressive. It's not masculine. It's just aggressive.
That's masculine because even
no, that's not masculine. Everybody got aggression in them. What are you talking about? Okay, I gotta go. I do gotta go. We'll talk about these things. Put you a list down because I'm definitely gonna have mine. Okay.
Right. You're
okay. Get in touch soon. Y'all have a good day. Have a good discussion.
I take care.
All right. Peace.
Okay. Peace. I want to say you are very masculine. You know, I can't get a sentence out, let alone 3 words before you cutting in. That's masculine. That's aggressive. That's assertive. Those attributes are normally displayed by the male species. Insects, animals, however you want to do it, fish. Those attributes that you're displaying normally fits male species. You have your anomalies, the black widow and the hyena. You have your anomalies, but those attributes normally by far fit the male species. Okay. You can't let me even talk. So what I was saying was that whatever reason why the father's not there, the woman naturally took on masculine characteristics, right? Survival. That's evolution, survival of the fittest, right? But that doesn't mean that that's going to amount to something great, because evolution also, natural selection also points out that you die off or you go backwards or you become productive. So women taking on these male characteristics, that history shows that's not a sign of like progression, like far as humanity. That's a sign of regression. Okay, society goes backwards. Society become fucked up, and you start producing people like YNMW, whatever his name is, on trial for killing his 2 boys. Like that's what that produces. Okay, it don't produce the Malcolm X's and the Dr. Kings. It don't do that. Right? There's no record of that. Okay, so what I was simply saying is that, even like in prison, like when men go to prison, like they're forced to take on an barbaric characteristic to survive and to be left alone. But when he gets out of prison, he has to understand, like, yo, that's not the right way. That's the right way in prison, but that's not the right way in society. So my point is, women got to come to that realization that because you got to take on these male characteristics, this masculinity to raise your children and survive, doesn't mean that's the right way in society. That's still the wrong way in society, but you got to do what you got to do. I get it. But you have to know that this ain't it. No different than a little boy, 13 years old, selling drugs to provide for his 8 brothers and sisters. Cause mom and dad on crack. Dad ain't there and mom on crack. Or dad in prison, mom on crack. Dad dead, dad is dead and mom on crack. So the boy, the 15-year-old selling crack to put food on the table, nobody's gonna judge him like that. They realize, yo, like he got to do what he got to do. He got to feed his siblings, right? And himself, like he love his family. So he's too young to work. So he's going to get it, and government ain't assistance. The mom is smoking up government assistance. So the 13-year-old selling crack, he don't feel good about it, but he's providing for the family. So it's like, yo, it's a necessary evil at that point. But it's wrong. As long as he knows it's wrong, but it's a necessary evil, he's good. because there's a chance for hope that things turn around as long as you get caught up in the system. Okay, so same thing with the women taking on these male characteristics and these male duties. Like they gotta understand, yeah, this is a necessary evil we gotta do right now, but this is not a balanced life for humanity or society. So the first chance we can get back to normal, we'll get back to normal. The problem is these women made a whole organization and then pitched it as, hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with this. Like, ain't nothing wrong with this alternative lifestyle. That was the problem. And now society is where it is right now. It's a whole bunch of, women dealing with like insecurities, all type of makeup, wigs, and all type of shit to like, overcompensate for what they call beauty. Okay. So let me read some of these comments before I go on my rant. Umar is definitely a comedian. The white man is my doctor, my attorney, my customer. Who is the white man by? Right, the white man just provides you with wealth, right? He should be, eliminated. Some of you guys say, but a lot of Black success is from white people. They won't be successful without them. Okay, Umar right about that. Women being more masculine, men being more feminine, they'll meet somewhere in the middle. It'll balance out. Now it won't balance out. It'll just produce a society called the LGBTQIA+. That's what that's gonna produce. So what explain mean feminine traits? Women neglect men. Wait. Women masculine explained by men's neglect. What explains the men's femininity? Right. Women's neglect, exactly. They gotta work both ways. Okay, so let's go on with Umar, crazy ass.
All in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I guess I understand what you're saying.
I'm not taking
You
nothing
have
back from
yet
that.
to tell me something that we've done systemically to combat that.
Now Umar is behaving like Sister Aaliyah. Umar won't let you guys talk. He said what he had to say, and once they go to speak their piece, he keeps butting in with some type of authority, which I believe is insecurity.
Because you keep saying me and her. I don't care about me and her.
But there's plenty
women and men. Mm-hmm. Women?
Umar, you said what you had to say, my boy. Shut up. This is when the mic's got to be cut off. Like, all right, dude, we got a pause here. Once you talk and you're done, raise your hand and talk again, but your mic got to be cut off. So this is how we keep the algorithm, the respect circulating.
And men as a group in the community. You understand?
Right.
We gave birth to that. You see? So you say she had a couple kids already because she met men. She probably thought they was good. Some of them, they left her.
She knew they wasn't good.
You don't know that, bro.
She knew they wasn't good.
You're making assumptions about her. Would you make the same assumption if she was a white woman?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. You make assumptions too, because you just said that she ain't know that he wasn't good. That's an assumption. You don't know.
I would.
So you say.
No,
come on, man. Nah, come on.
Listen,
all women accountable.
So you say.
Listen, like I said, I feel like as a Black
we
man,
don't hold them all accountable because Black men date outside their race more than every other man put together.
I said we.
Y'all three.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can't disprove that because I don't know you personally.
Even that,
but
if we look at the numbers, Black men.
Yeah, but they can't speak on the collective, bro. Come on, man. They can only speak on themselves.
Marry Black women at an 87% rate, where Black women marry outside of their race, or they marry outside at a 92%.
Black women do not. No, you're wrong.
That's percentages
you're
apart.
Wrong.
That's not that much.
Black women do not marry out the race more than Black men.
I'm
That's
not
wrong.
saying that, but the percentages ain't that far off. That's what I'm saying.
Black women have one of the highest, fastest growing interracial marriage rates.
Mm-hmm.
But her interracial marriage rate pales in comparison to what Black men have been doing interracially for 4 or 5 decades. You understand? She don't even come close to what we're doing interracially.
Black fathers are in the home more than any other group or race.
Okay. But what
that has no value?
It does have value, but we're going to put that up against the other statistic. 2/3 of our kids are being raised by the women. 2/3 of our kids are being raised by the women. Mm-hmm. And like I said, when I say being raised, I'm not saying it needs to be a father. I would like a father in that house, but I know it's not enough of us to go around.
Yeah.
We are not even being accountable to the boys in the hood.
All right, so Umar is bugging. He's bugging. He said, we're not being accountable, boys in the hood. My boy, if we're not in the home, like you say, and that boy is being raised in such a way that he becomes a boy in the hood, very violent, very emotional, trigger happy. No, you're right. We're not going to be willing to talk to that nigga. Y'all produce these animals, these gangsters, these super predators. You go talk to them. Who can talk to them? Who can get more done talking to them than you? You produce them. They spoke your language. All right? We were not there. They don't know us. They know you. So that's the woman's job to go talk to these niggas on these corners. Not the man. The man that wasn't there. These boys don't know the man.
And we're complaining about the women.
I argue with women
who are making babies with the irresponsible men that we didn't raise correctly. That's bullshit.
All right.
Umar, they were not there, bro. So they didn't raise them incorrectly or correctly. They were not there. I had this same discussion with some sisters on the channel. It's like, why you keep saying that what the guy did? He was not there. He did nothing. All the education and influence came from the mother and society, right? Nothing from the dad. He was not there. If you're not there, you have no influence. You have nothing. Stop it. You can't have it both ways, man.
That's wimp-ass, weak man shit. Take responsibility for our shit. Stop scapegoating them.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
All I'm saying is look at all we could be doing better, man.
Come on, shut up.
Half the black boys in the 4th grade can't read. What black men doing about that systemically?
Not enough.
If they're not home, my boy, what is the mom doing about it? The mom works, right? She get government assistance. She get child support. How much of that money is going towards that child's education? i.e. tutors. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
I'm doing about it. I'm building a school for it, 2 of them. Mm-hmm. But systemically, as black men, what are we doing about that? Nothing.
But your school ain't do nothing about it. Okay? So, wait. He just lied.
The 4th grade can't read. What black men doing about that systemically?
Not enough.
I know what I'm doing about it. I'm building a school for it, 2 of them. Mm-hmm. But
Bro, you're building a school. That means you're not doing nothing either. You're building. That means in process to do something. But you're right now doing nothing with 4th graders reading, and comprehension. You're doing nothing about that. You have an idea that you're trying to bring to fruition, but right now, the idea is not there. I mean, it's not totally like right there as a solution. So nobody's doing anything.
Systemically, as black men, what are we doing about that? Nothing. Black boys are the most unemployed teenager in America. What black men doing about that?
Not as
Pookie and Ray Ray you kept talking about? Mm-hmm. We letting them raise right before our eyes, and then we want to criticize us for ending up with one when we should have made sure there were none.
Listen, we all got choices. Just like if I choose to live a lifestyle,
you're dealing with individualism. I can't.
But that's part of choices.
No, it's not. We have.
Yo, you see, nobody can talk with Umar. This guy won't let anybody give a thought. Now he is the product that he's saying that doesn't need to be there. He's the byproduct of a kid in a single parent home, a boy. Emotional, reckless, undisciplined, can't shut up. Always got to be right. Look at him.
We have to deal with this systemically. He brought up a question earlier, and he said, did we make these problems on our own, or was there some systemics involved? It was systemics.
Okay.
In 1970, they shut down the factories. They took out the industrial building jobs. 1980, dropped off the crack and the AIDS. 1990, the Bill Clinton crime bill. There's systemic factors.
Wait, what?
Okay.
In 1970, they shut down the factories. They took out the industrial building jobs. 1980, dropped off the crack and the AIDS.
Wait, hold up. Who dropped off the AIDS? See, like this is conspiracy theory at this point. He's just right now, he's just making shit up. Because he's under the impression the government. Like, dude, no. And the guys that's interviewing him might be under the impression the government, I guess. But dude, everybody you talk to ain't under that impression. So you got to provide some facts for that.
1990, the Bill Clinton crime bill. This system.
Okay, so what about the crime bill? So again, like this guy is a school clinical psychologist. That's it. He's not a historian. All right. He's not all this other shit that he's involved in. Like, bro, the 94 crime bill was a great thing. Like, what, yo, it addressed assault rifles with like heavy artillery, heavy guns on the streets, because these guns were involved in drive-bys where so many innocent Black folks were dying because these goofballs raised in single-family homes were spraying up their enemies, their ops, and their bullets were going hitting everybody in sight. And these were powerful, powerful weaponry. They're ripping through homes, cars. They're killing everybody. So that 94 crime bill was to get those guns, those high power rifles off the streets, and they did, and they're illegal to be on the streets now. Those extra long banana clips, that's all illegal. Okay? And it was Black mothers who called for that crime bill. So when Bill Clinton said, hey man, it was the Black community who asked for this crime bill, he was absolutely correct. It was Black leaders and Black families, Black mothers, who asked for a solution to the gun violence in California. So the politicians said, all right, well, we got to introduce the 94 crime bill. And it was successful for what it did. Got those guns off the street, got them niggas in check. Put niggas in jail for like fucking football years. That shit worked. So Umar is under the impression that all this stuff was bad. So this is why, like, you know, it's pointless to interview him unless you pay him some money where he's forced to, like, yo, I'll pay you $500 for 2 hours, but bro, to get the money, we got to share time, equal time. Like, you can't talk over me. Like, that's what got to happen. Because I would love to talk to Umar. If, you know what I mean? If y'all niggas put together some money for this dude to hop on the show, but again, he got to respect the time equally. Put him on here. Because we're going to address the AIDS thing. We're going to address the 94 crime, but we're going to address the shit he's just saying. I don't believe he knows about AIDS. I don't believe he knows about 94 crime, but I think he's just saying that's a talking point. Because he got a doctorate degree, so he's acting like everything he says just like well researched. I call cap on it.
Systemic factors at play. You totally divorce your analysis from any systemic factors at all. You ain't mentioned one. You keep talking about her and Pookie and Ray Ray with the kids. You ain't said shit about the systemics. That's exactly what white folks want you to do. That's what white folks want you to do.
I'm saying that
ignore
I have made
what I've done to your women and scapegoat her. Because that's what she's doing to you. She's ignoring what the system did to you. And she's going to scapegoat you.
And
We're both scapegoating each other.
Okay, that's fair.
Your analysis is feeding the gender war. It's not solving it.
Okay, can you shut up now? Now you done?
Listen,
I don't mind us holding the women accountable. I don't mind us holding the men accountable.
Right?
Can't shut up. All right, so let me read some of the chat. The dude can't shut up. Okay, so you are lying, not being rude. You can only take. I mean, sis, I didn't take it as rudeness, but you were like you're doing what Umar's doing, sis. Like you have to you claim like if you love Black people and you love Black men and Black women, then show it by your actions. When you're done talking and a Black man is going to say something, a Black woman is going to say something, let them say it. If you cut them off like Umar's doing, that's not an act of love. That's an act of disrespect. Like you think that person is less than. Like, you know, you called in, I let you know, you talked as much as possible and I was quiet. I respect you. So when it's my turn to talk, respect me and let me talk. You're not doing that. And then you'll say that's not disrespect. It's like, yeah, but ask the person who's being talked over, who's being cut off. Ask that person if it's disrespect. You know, the lion is going to always say everything he does is lawful. But ask the person in his mouth. Ask the animal in his mouth is everything he did was lawful. They're like, nah, I disagree. So if you're talking over me, like we can't take your word. Ask me, like, yo, do I think that was respectful? No, it's not. It's not respectful. It's not equality. Okay, so So I was trying to address your aggression thing that you didn't let me do. So like you come off as a dude that come on the show IBM, where like you'll make a statement, but you don't want to be held to your statement. Like you'll disappear. You'll say bye-bye, I'm out. It's like, yeah, if you make a statement, stand on it. Okay. So because I never got a chance to address the aggression. Yeah. Yeah. But Umar, but nah, it's not one person. So like let's say if 10 people are viewing, then 10 people, you know, include myself. I'm this 11th person. We should make it happen. Like whatever he's charging. But again, dude, I'm not a fool. Dude, you ain't gonna come over here and do what you do to those guys. We're gonna talk about the same shit. And for you to get paid, it's contingent on you agreeing to the rules. Right? We'll give you $500. I guess we all put $75. Like 11 of us, we put $50 to $75, $50 up. If it's 11 of us, $45, right? $45 to $50. We put that up. And we can afford Umar. All of us put money up. $40 to $55. Now we got Umar. Now Umar, bro, everything is contingent on you abiding to these rules. You're not gonna overtalk. You're gonna make your point and shut up, and let me rebut or make my counter argument, and then you go again. But if you keep talking over, then you will not get paid. Okay, you gotta let people talk. So we can have Stu Peas on, or maybe a Haskell, or No Man, but and myself. But I definitely will have. I like to talk about some things, and I want to talk about the age thing he mentioned in the '94 crime bill specifically, and I want to talk about stop and frisk, because I can almost guarantee you this guy has not read any of those things in depth. He's going off nigger talking points. That's why I argue the '94 crime bill was successful, and so was stop and frisk. And AIDS was a natural thing. It had nothing to do with some government plot. That's some African shit eating on monkeys, eating their brains, and these monkeys were infected with SIV. I think it was SIV. Okay, and because they ate it, it was into them, and now it's HIV because humans are, it's the human version of the damn virus. Okay, so Umar just made some shit up. They gave us AIDS, bro. You have nothing other than your conspiracy theories to support that. There's no evidence that AIDS was given by the government, nigga. Like HIV was in America, it was touted as acronyms, HHH, triple H. People were saying homosexuals, heroin addicts, and Haitians. Like that was the lingo. Go Google that shit, man. AIDS, they were saying, came from heroin addicts, homosexuals, and Haitians. Like that was the shit going on in the 80s. Triple H, heroin addicts, homosexuals, and Haitians. Like that was the talking point. You know what I mean? From Americans, right? Were they right or wrong? That's not my argument. I'm just saying like that what was stated at that time. Okay, and you're not gonna know that unless you do some fucking research. So don't hop in that Lions Den. Don't hop in Jeremiah Lions Den if you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, when you overtalk, right. When you overtalk, the dude. This is why, like when I debate the Hebrew Israelites, I let them talk, say whatever they gotta say, and then after that is okay. I heard you out. You're lying. Okay, so now I'm gonna be more aggressive, and when I talk now, I'm gonna correct you when you're wrong. So Umar's not correcting them; he's just talking over them. It's one thing to object and talk and correct. He's not objecting; he's just talking over them. He don't want to hear their talking points because he knows that it's valid. Let's go.
Yeah, but when we gonna hold the system accountable as well?
That's fair.
And if we're gonna hold the system accountable, that also means we got to make our own systems too. Black men have not been manly in quite some time when it comes to raising boys.
How would you say?
Now, I don't know where he came with that shit from. Like, that's like saying black women have not been womanly. Like, what the? What does that mean? Black men have not been manly. It brought but then he'll keep. Then when the brothers would say, "Hey, let me speak to that," he'll say, "You're individual." It's like, yo, Umar, how do you speak for black men, bro? The guy can only speak for himself, and you say you can't do that. But you're going to speak for black men? Yeah, what evidence you got that black men are not manly when it comes to raising boys? Bro, I just explained earlier that half of these kids are like not even like planned births. And the two responsible parents are disagreeing whether the child should be born or not. Like Umar is coming across like a lot of these pregnancies were planned pregnancies, like where these adults were in a relationship, you know, looking forward to having a kid and, you know, being engaged or common law marriage, whatever. Nah, yeah, dude, like, are you pregnant? All right, well, what you gonna do? Like, I'm not, you know, you ain't the one for me, and I ain't the one for you. And she's like, nah, well, I'm gonna have this kid. Like, that's what's going on. You know, it's bad relationships and bad. It's like a little bit of deception. There's all that stuff going on, man. Like, yo, nah, I didn't. Yeah, well, you should wear a condom. Yeah, but you said to take it off. Yeah, but you didn't have to. So I'm just wrong. Like, you don't. So you're clear. You said take it off. All right. Well, Paul, yeah, he's not reciting no Paul. He's not citing any evidence. Yeah, he just talking shit.
Suggest that black men take on the role of leadership,
especially when there's an attack on black masculinity,
without women willing to listen to us. You get what I'm saying? How do we prove our worth or take back the leadership
care of the boys?
role?
You want the women back? Take care of these damn boys. They run in the hood, killing people at will, flunking out of school, following the lead of the gangster rappers. There's a whole bunch of stuff we can do that ain't got nothing to do with the women, boys and men. Do you understand? Deal with the boys and the men. Leave her out of it and go straight to the boys. Now,
that part I agree with. That's why I said, like, he's not always wrong. That part, that's something men can do better. Okay, so I'm like, you know what? That was a good, you know, solution there. I was like, that was pretty clever. That was a good comeback. Okay, one food more, you know.
And you'll get her respect back. Give them jobs, give them education, give them training.
When he says that bullshit, dude, stop it. Give them jobs. Give them, okay, dude. We're not employers, my boy. Like, all we can do is build relationships. Like you said, the teacher in the school, which he said earlier or later, he talked about teachers got to build relationships with the students. That's how students feel comfortable in the class, you know, confident in the class. Well, dude, that's the best black man can do with these boys in the streets is build a relationship. We're not giving them fucking jobs. We're not employers, okay? And we're not educating them because we're not educators. We're just regular men that cares, okay? So he went crazy right now. Give them jobs, give them fucking bank accounts, give them a license, give them a gun license, give them rights, give them all. Come stop it, bro. Give them a loan too, nigga. Like, come on.
And give them your time. They not getting none of that from black men. We don't give a shit about black boys. And then we're gonna get mad at her for ending up with one later in life. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the fathers are gangbangers too. The fathers are in the streets. The fathers are with the rah-rah. And that's a large part of the problem.
Not, like I said,
we product and get mad for her for ending up consuming the product.
She could consume whatever she wants. I'm just saying, as a black man,
it's not about her consuming whatever she wants, brother. Because if
he cuts right back in, the dude just can't shut up, and that's when you know he's not insecure in his thoughts. I mean, he's not secure in his thoughts. He's actually insecure in his thoughts. Can't shut up. Yeah, now the young girls are definitely wild in this game culture. They the young 15, 13, 16, 17, yeah, they definitely are knee deep in it.
If we're trying to fix the black community, everybody and everything matters. It's not individual. You're an individualist. You're not thinking as a community. Your whole analysis is based on me and her.
Bro, that's where it starts at, stupid. That's where it starts at.
Step out of that shit. This is systems at play. You understand?
Right.
Multiple black men screwed up.
Yeah, but it starts with the individual black man screwed up, and then it became multiple black men. So the same thing. So it's gonna take individual black men to get it right, and then it becomes multiple black men getting it right. Like Umar, in my opinion, is like some guys on my channel, no names, that only have problems, don't want no solutions. And when they do give a solution, it's some like extreme bullshit.
Multiple black women screwed up. You understand me? Look at the systemic nature and say, what system do we need to create as black men to prevent the Pookie and Ray Ray from coming into existence?
You hear this shit? This far-fetched nigga. How the hell we gonna go for the individual to like, hey yo, that's all, bro. You gotta work on yourself first. And you gotta get your house straight first. For the next black man to see your house straight and you see his house straight, and then you can form some type of bond because you both can see that both of our houses are straight. Bro, he into some magical bullshit. Hey, yo, black men, let's all start this. No, it's not. It's not how it's gonna work. But him, look, he got the answer. And that's how his school gonna work. That's why school can't work. It's gonna be unsuccessful. It's gonna be a poorhouse. It's gonna be gang culture, all type of shit going on there. That shit gonna be in. Yeah, I think all the staff gonna be indicted for like some RICO shit. Like, that's how bad school gonna be with dudes selling drugs and gang activity, and the whole school gonna be indicted for RICO.
Or I, as a black man, can just look for a woman that is healed, that is leading in her femininity, that doesn't have a child by another woman.
But that doesn't solve community problems. We're talking about community solutions. That's individualism.
Right. Slapping the beer with my hands. You got the shotgun in yours. Yeah. This guy shoot. He just keep talking. Like, dude, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. He got his mind made up like these crazy niggas out here, and it's like a gangbanger. Got his mind made up. Yeah, Moneybag Yo or Yo Gotti. It's like trying to reach one of them niggas, Gucci Man. Like, you're not getting through that nigga thick ass fucking stupid head. And he's no different than those guys as far as thought, ideology.
That's fair. Let me get to this last topic before we get up out of here. I do want to talk about your school because this is a great transition. You know, how difficult was it to build your school? And obviously you had the detractors and the haters saying that the school didn't exist, or, you know, you was.
All right, so let me get my phone out the car. I'm gonna grab something to eat while I play the rest of it. So that means that the rest of it is gonna just play freely. I won't be able to pause it, but I still can speak over it. So we at the 50-minute mark, basically. It'll be 15, so it's gonna be 15 minutes. So I'm gonna let him just go while I just talk over it. I won't be able to pause it. I mean, I could, I can't. All right, hold on, let me get my phone. 1 second, please. All right, let me call Lynn. Yeah, so Leah, you gotta take advice. You gotta take heed to this. You gotta let people talk, even though if you disagree. But the respectful thing to do it. If you love your people, and if you're not masculine like you say you're not, then you'll let people talk. And that's why I say it's over. Like this black talk, because like the women don't respect the men don't respect the women. That shit over. That's why I don't talk that we need to do shit. I don't do that. We need to do. We ain't gonna do shit. We're all individuals. Who more fuck you talking about? We're all individuals. There ain't no we. Because there's no respect. The women don't respect the men don't respect the women, the youth don't respect the old don't respect the youth. That shit over, bro. Give me a second to log in. What the fuck am I typing? I just did some goofy shit.
Scamming people. So what was your biggest, I would say, disadvantage or hardship about going about building the school?
First of all, this water was good and it better not be FBI water. Bilal, take all their pictures. Okay. Yeah. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. First thing I want to say.
It better not be FBI water. You hear this guy? Like, they stuck in this conspiracy shit that the government's attacking them because they're doing so much great work. Like, dude, ain't nobody checking for you, my boy. You ain't doing shit. Your thoughts are like
P.O. Box 9634 Wilmington,
superficial, man.
You can get that information on my website, drumarjohnson.com. You can also text message me for that. And for my parents out there who having issues with your children, learning disabilities, autisms, ADHDs, IEPs, 504s, white teacher racism, psychological evaluations, pre-referral intervention
do not
plans,
consult that nigga.
intervention plans, any issues you're having with
Telling
your
you.
children, education and mental health, you can reach out to me.
Do not reach out to that guy. Reach out to another black professional that love black people. He's the worst person to reach out to, man.
Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy.
And I got to tell him that too.
The idea had been with
we're getting more. I mean, like, come on, man. We got to just be real with our people.
The idea began to take form in 2014 when an associate of mine
Yeah,
gave
we
me a phone
believe you're
call
quack.
and told me that the
And
historic
this is the reason
HBCU
why.
St. Paul's College was for sale in Lawrenceville, Virginia.
He gonna hang up so
They said
fast.
they only want $2 million. I said, a whole HBCU for $2 million?
I'm gonna do my stock video a little
down
later.
there, told them I need this school for our boys. The white people at Motley's auction in Richmond, Virginia. And they said, if you can get us $500,000 in about a month, we might could work with you. So we started a fundraiser. As soon as we started the fundraiser, my detractors attacked it. They called Motley, tried to disrupt the sale. In 2015, a year later, we started a GoFundMe. They sabotaged the GoFundMe, said I was spending the money on my own.
They sabotaged.
So they stopped the GoFundMe, even though
Nigga, you was, nigga.
I supplied GoFundMe with all the account statements and gave them permission to speak to the.
Yeah, okay, sure you did. Sure you did. Sure you did. If we look into that shit, I guarantee it's not the case.
Shut me down.
God
They
damn.
didn't want to
Yeah, all
support
right.
Black
Okay,
initiative.
nigga, we
learned
don't
in,
believe that
2017,
conspiracy shit, bro.
I wanna say,
We know you
16,
fucked over the money.
that a Chinese corporation bought the St. Paul's College. I couldn't
Here we go,
that.
In the process of
Chinese.
you doing it.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that black
Nah, you
people
couldn't,
let
motherfucker. You had no
Chinese
money.
people buy a historic
Chinese
black
people.
college built by our ancestors.
Nigga, if
coming
they
out
got
of
the money, they
slavery.
gonna.
Our father Russell, who was
He said,
first to
let
go
them
Booker T.
buy it. Nigga, they had the
Washington,
money.
Washington Carver. Chinese own it now. So once they bought the school, I said, okay, black folks are donating. We've always got a lot of donations. They're just low amounts. Quantity versus quality, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The quantity low. Or should I say the quality of the donation low, but the quantity vast.
Yes. Okay, get you.
So, you know, a lot of 10s,
that's why
20s,
we sit to those
100s,
donations
trying
by
to
no
buy
fucking
an
school, man.
institution.
You either got the money, you don't. You either get the investors, or you don't.
So anyway,
Like,
we
we gotta stop
just wanna
doing
get us a
donations to
day
buy
school,
fucking
so
schools
I
and
used up all
museums,
my
man.
frequent flyer miles
That shit,
all over
that
America.
shit should be
I thought the
investors
school was gonna be
only.
in Detroit because Detroit had a couple Catholic schools.
That should not be donation based,
that
man.
we could afford.
Because it gets sloppy. Oh shit.
I said, we
Because
gonna
it gets
for
sloppy,
Detroit,
man.
Black City, I'm ready for Detroit. Roman Catholic Church.
That shit should not be donation based. If you buy something big like that,
Roman Catholic Church wouldn't sell it to me.
a school, museum, no donations, investors
in Mount
only.
Vernon, New York. Clean Catholic school. White man said, I got to call Rome. I said, what? He said, I got to call
everything
Rome.
is white man. When he fails his ideology, it's white man, FBI.
He said, half the
like,
Catholic schools
dude,
in
man,
America
come
are still
on, man. We
managed
all
by
can do that
Roman
shit,
Catholic.
man.
That's crazy.
Did y'all hear that?
The pandemic, man. They wanted to stop me.
The Roman Catholic Church is the second largest owner of real estate
Hold
on
on.
planet Earth. White man told me this. So he called me back. Rome said, we can't give you the school.
Right.
The Roman Catholic Church refused me to lease the school in Money Earned in Mount Vernon, New York. In other words, the school could have been open years ago, but we kept on getting sacked.
Is that because, do you feel because you are a black man trying to purchase
Because
that?
I'm Dr. Umar.
Yeah, and what he's trying to, you know.
Remember something
boy,
Napoleon
he's Dr.
Bonaparte
Umar.
said during the
Like,
Haitian Revolution. When
he's
Napoleon
Dr.
said,
Umar.
we got to
He's a
crush
real
the
threat.
Sattler Overture on Jean-Jacques Dessalines. One of
Oh,
his
my
subordinates
God.
said, Commander, why are you so interested in destroying the Haitians? Is it to
Fucking
prevent them
retard.
from destroying our investment on the island?
Oh
He said,
my God! The government
must
trying to
stop
stop
and crush
Dr.
the Haitian
Umar.
Revolution
This clumsy
to
ass nigga.
forever prevent the march of blacks forward into the world. The Haitian Revolution wasn't about the Haitian Revolution. It was about
Oh
white
my
supremacy.
God!
They can't let me succeed because they don't
Hey,
know how
yo,
far I will go.
Polite does it. Yo, we
See that?
all do
When
that
white
shit,
people
man.
see a fire, they put it
The
out.
worst in our
You
society,
feel
the
me?
scammers, the
Who is this
con
black
artists,
man coming up
the
here
people who are
who
fucked
can
up with their
afford to pay
plans,
this
everything
type?
that shit, they
What
all
black
do
man
it.
is thinking about opening
They
up a school for
all
black boys
say
independently?
their failures.
Now,
They
you
can
might do LeBron
blame the
James,
government.
public school you just give some
I
money
just
to. You
heard
didn't buy,
that
you
on a
didn't build it, you don't own
podcast
it, you
not
don't
too long
control it.
ago.
Puffy, get
When
you a
you
charter school.
fail,
Jalen
is
Rose, get your
blame
charter
the
school. I'm
government.
not doing that.
Come
This is
on, man.
independent. We own
We
it.
got to stop that
Right?
shit, man.
Then I went to Detroit, tried to buy a public school. They wouldn't show me none of the public schools in good shape. Chicago couldn't get none of the public schools in good shape.
Hey, nobody trying to stop this nigga from going to school.
It must be a national.
We ain't talking. You didn't have the money.
You feel me?
Nobody believes you can do it. I don't believe you can do it.
Didn't sell them. So then finally, I come back from Benin, Togo,
Yo,
and Ghana.
why? Yo, if you came to a
2017.
fucking dealership
Remember the Great North American Eclipse?
to buy a Rolls
August 21st,
Royce,
2017,
okay,
which is my birthday.
and you had
I turned
enough
the
to,
Haitian
and
Revolution,
if your
George
credit was
Jackson
decent
Revolution.
enough where you could get the car, you need a large down payment. Yo, they could read your fucking financial records and know you can't buy that, afford that Rolls Royce. They're gonna sell you that
Went to
shit.
Cuba to get my initiation.
They're gonna retool it
When I
and
came
put
back
that
from
shit
Cuba, I
back
finally got
on the
into the
fucking
schools. I walked
in the
around
parking lot for
and
sale.
These schools
Nigga.
are modern, they in good shape.
They,
Did my research, found out
if
these
there
schools
is
are
a day,
2 years old, 2 of
they
them.
want you to
They
buy
were 2
that
million
motherfucking school
We didn't have
because they know you can't maintain it, you can't make the payments, and they're gonna take that shit back from you, fulfill your payments, and they're gonna put that shit back in the market.
Right.
That's a steal.
Can we get the school? Buy the school.
I would love to
And then
sell
one
somebody
guy
some
said, "Can you
shit I know
sell
they
it to
can't
us?"
make payments on,
He
just to
responded,
take it back from them
"This is what you
and
got."
sell it, get another fucking down payment on that same shit.
I said,
This nigga's out of his mind, bro. You are paying for the school from donations. You're not paying from it from out of your own pocket. I could believe more so the Bill Cosby conspiracy. Because he had the money. I can't believe your shit, bro. You take donations. Stop
Very
it.
unfortunate. Then one day, last September, I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to use white folks. I waited 3 years to try to get my people. We got to school in 17. We got to school in 19. I saw it in 17. We got it in 19. This is 2023. Right? So February of 19 to 20 to 21 to 22 to 23. 4 years. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It'll be 4.5 in August. I decided to call up a white man, HVAC. He had both units on the roof in 2 days. Crane truck and everything. We already bought the units. We had them custom made.
Right.
So they've been sitting for a year.
Brand
New. Sitting. Because all the black HVACs tell me they're going to come do it. Never did it. So I called a white man to do it. He gets the units up right before the festival. I start scratching my head like, damn. I'm waiting on brothers for 3. This white man did this in 2 days? So then I asked the white man, I said, you know any plumbers? He said, I got a plumber for you. Boom. You electrician? I got him there. Boom. Security? Boom. Fire come? Boom, boom. Wednesday, I go to the school to get the final HVAC repairs done. HVAC is on. We got air. We got AC. You got to do some final stuff to get the inspection. Once that go through, we done. I got to call the city, find out what we got to do to get our certificate of occupancy because plumbing is repaired and inspected. HVAC repaired and inspected, fire, security repaired and inspected, everything. The only thing left is HVAC. And of course, we got to close up the whole.
Hey, the video probably stopped short. Yo, my phone did some some update shit. It did some retarded shit. The phone just restarted. All I hear is Umar and I don't hear him. I look at my phone, it's restarted. Like, what the fuck just happened? My phone just restarted for no reason. So once it restarted, I didn't write the phone number down, and it wouldn't matter because I couldn't just. I would have to be home to approve. I would have to be home to actually, receive, admit myself in from the phone. So I had to call in through Zoom, where the video had to stop. I had to take over controls from the phone and relieve the computer from control. That's why you're not hearing the video. Now, the Zoom meeting stopped, but the video is probably still playing on my phone. But that's some goofy shit, man. Like, how my phone just restarts out of nowhere. Like, this shit restarts. Some weird shit. But Umar, yo, listen, man. Listen. This is why I purge out pseudos as much as I can from my channel. I'd rather have 2 people listening that's non-pseudo than 2,500 pseudo niggas listening. I'll take that L. And then have 2 people listening who's non-pseudo. These niggas really blame the government for all the failures in Black society and all personal failures. The government is the perpetual scapegoat. We gotta stop that shit. Now, fuck we. You gotta stop that. Ain't no we. Cause we're not on code. You gotta stop that. Stop blaming somebody for I don't care if it's your baby, you got a baby mama. Nigga, if you blaming her for you being a loser, stop it. If a baby mama is a loser because she says to her baby daddy, stop it. Stop blaming other people why you are a failure unless they actually got your ass confined. Did some shit where it affected your life, like you're locked up. You know what I mean? Some lying, off lying or deception. But nigga, if you have a baby with a woman and that bitch put you on child support, you can't pay that motherfucker and you locked up, nigga, stop blaming her. Get your bum ass a job, Popeye somewhere and pay your child support, man. Stop getting locked up. Stop blaming her, nigga. If a bitch raped your ass and you pregnant, she become pregnant, she got some child support, then you can blame her. But you gotta stop. Just blame motherfuckers for you failing. That shit gotta stop. Yo, what are we doing right here, man? You a stupid nigga on the road. Yeah, you gotta be a foreigner, nigga. Gotta be. Ain't no way. I'm sorry. Ain't no way in hell somebody, an American citizen, is gonna drive like that. Yo, when is that shit gonna be open though? Wait for this golden crust to be open. Shit. Yeah. Niggas gotta stop blaming other people while he's failing. This nigga Umar can fuck over somebody and say, hey, the government polite was scamming people and they froze his PayPal shit. Hey, the government froze my account. Like, yeah, because so many motherfuckers, your clients reported fraudulent activity. That's why they froze it. That's why they will freeze it. So you can't access the funds that you potentially scam from motherfuckers. They're gonna freeze your shit. The government, yo, but it only works on niggas like y'all that believe the government is just always trying to stop Black people. White crazy Republicans do the same shit. They believe the American government is always trying to stop them from exercising their American rights, their constitutional rights. The American government is doing this. Gotta stop it. Gotta stop it. And you're in control of your own life, man. Right now, I was going to get some Popeyes, but I ended up changing my mind briefly. I'm still like indecisive. I should have just got it. Now I changed my mind. I don't know what the hell I want. Chick-fil-A closed. I really don't know what I want right now. And I probably won't get anything. You know, because it's back to spaghetti. I gotta make my spaghetti. You dig? I guess I'll just make some spaghetti. Gotta buy some sauce, I know that.
Okay, I'm not attached to Bluetooth. I went to play basketball with the guys my age and older, and like I'm literally like Bugs Bunny. Like, you know, when I say Bugs Bunny like super fast when he plays sports amongst like, you know, the Looney Tune people. When I play basketball, like my age group, like I'm normally like the fastest one out there, the most athletic, you know. So we won the first game. Like these older guys are shooting so many shots, missing so many layups, point blank layups, point blank open shots, missing. I get open, I nail my 3 ball in the corner. You'll think, and we're losing, so you'll think the ball come back my way. Nope. They continue missing. So and I always got to guard like the older guy, the best older guy of the other team. So I'm guarding the best older guy on the other team. I'm getting screened. So when I get a screen, he's on somebody inferior, so he scores in him. So we're just getting ass kicked the entire game. So I got a steal off of like he threw a passing lane, like a ill-advised passing lane pass. I caught it like some AI shit. I got a layup. So then I'm like getting the ball. I'm making the move. I'm not looking to score. I got nothing to prove with these guys. I got something to prove with the younger guys tomorrow at the gym. So I'm how you doing? Thank you. I'm you know, getting the rebound because we not even getting rebounds. Like they getting second to they getting second chances, third chances to score. So we're like down the whole day, man. So I'm like, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I forced a shot, took an air ball. Yep. I took an air ball. So I'm like, oh shit. So now they really gonna give me the ball back. Now I'm better than everybody on the court. I mean, both teams. I'm better than both teams. Like if they was like do like a pick first, I'll be first pick. Right? If we start from scratch, all right, pick who you want first. I'll most likely be first pick. If for some weird reason I might be second pick, but I'll be most likely first pick. So with that being said, I shot an air ball. I take another 3 balls like brick, but this is from not getting the ball though. You know what I mean? I took the first bucket I made. I didn't see this game was an hour long. I didn't see the ball for like another half an hour. You dig? So of course I'm gonna take a wild ass fucking Ben Simmons shot. All right. So of course I'm gonna take a Ben Simmons shot. Anyway, I think I scored 4 points total. 4 points. I got the 3 ball early because we play 1s and 2s. Every field goal is 1 shot, 3-pointers, 2 points. So the 3 point.
I got that's 3 points total. Game was 15. So then I was responsible for a lot of our points, driving, kicking it back out for a guy to get a layup or a guy with an open jump shot. I'm like, dude, like, why is the ball not in my hand? Like, y'all some delusional old people. Like, yo, almost all of our points either came from me scoring or me passing the ball to a scorer. But for some reason, like, these guys want to walk the ball up. No problem. I'm not arguing. Whatever. Because again, it's just me staying in shape. Like, that's why I get on women for being obese. Like, I'm out here, like, really just wasting my time. Yeah, I'm gonna waste my time because I can really just jot some AI shit and nobody gonna complain really. I'm clearly the best on the court. But I'm trying to be fair. I'm on my LeBron shit. Passing the ball when I should be scoring. So they had game point. The best guy on the other team, he passed the ball to somebody and hit a shot, big shot. So he's like point. So he's like yelling to the sideline who had next, like point. And like we got 13. So if we shoot a 2-ball, we win. But I'm like off. So I'm not gonna take a 2-ball. I barely took shots. So I'm like, and the shots I did take after my all-netter was like bricks in the air ball. So I'm like, all right, let me just have more confidence in defense. Let's get a 1-pointer and then just play tough defense and then get another 1-pointer and win the game. So that's exactly what happened. So we the ball was swung, got an open shot, and now it's tied 14 up. So I was kind of pissed off that he yelled to the sideline like, it's point. When he said point, he's acting like game over. I was like, oh shit. So anyway, so now it's point up. They got the ball. So now my guy, the best guy on the other team, he's so ball dominant that he's like demanding the ball when he cuts. Like every time he cuts, he's getting the ball. So I said, you know what? If I play that passing lane, I might get another steal. Because like he's intimidating the other guys to passing the ball. You know, he like bullying him, like, hey, throw the ball to me, because he did score a lot. You know what I mean? If they got 15 points, he probably scored 7, like at least half of the damn points. So he did score a lot. So he's intimidating like the guys he passed the ball to. They got to pass it back to him. Or if they get the ball from somebody else, he's like running for the ball. So I'm like, you know what? Let me not play the passing lane with the smarter guys who's throwing the ball to him, because they're gonna wait and be more patient. So they end up one of the guys ended up getting hurt. So a new guy from the sideline who had next hopped on their team. So I said, it's gonna be him. So I said, when the ball starts, I'm gonna play ball down until it gets in his hand. And then when the ball gets in his hand, I'm not gonna ball down. I'm gonna let him throw the ball to the guy who wants the ball. He's beasting. He threw that ball. I caught that ball. Yeah, the dude was so mad about that bad. It was a bad pass, but it's his fault though. He's so ball hog. You know, he ball control. That when he passed the ball, I caught the steal. He didn't even chase me. Like he lets me just walk that in for a layup, and we won the game. We lost the next game. Same shit. Like we just down. We made it a game. We're down. We can't get no defensive rebound. Like these guys, if I don't go get it, we ain't get it. We ain't getting it. It's just bouncing off their face, bouncing off their hands. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Like, we can't get they get second, third, fourth chances to score. And then with us, like they just taking bad shots. Like they just, I don't know, man. Like in their mind, like they gotta be thinking LeBron, Kobe, when they shoot the ball. It's like, dude, yeah, you only could your only chance of scoring is wide open. You can't score a contested basket. Like you don't have no bag. And only I can get past my man and get you open. So that's kind of weird. Like you would think they'll throw me the ball to get them open to get an open shot. Nope, they want to take a contested shot. So we lost that game. We lost that game. I don't know what you want to take. What you want to do? What in the hell? All right, so let's go back. Oh, the Umar thing went off. You know, it went off, but you guys didn't see it. All right, so you guys didn't see how it ended. But yeah, so we won the first game, and when we won the first game, that guy, their best player was like, I don't know how he lost, and I agree, because they were kicking our butt the entire game. It was always 3-4 points ahead. But they somehow let us get a bucket here, a bucket there, and we chipped in, and we're just down 1 point. So when he said point, when he screamed point, he's acting like it's 14-2. Dude, it's 14-13. If we score a 2-pointer, a 3-ball shot, we win. Because a 3-ball counts for 2, and a 2-ball counts for 1. So when he said point,
and it's our ball. I'm like, but he looking at the sideline like game over. Like, dude, I could get off any shot I want. I just don't feel like I'm hitting right now. Now, last weekend I was hitting. Like today, I hit some game-winning 3-pointers last week. This week, nah, I'm not getting the ball. My arms, I'm older. If I don't get the ball, my arms get a little heavy. No, I got it. No. So I'm like, yeah, if I shoot this 3-ball, we're probably going to not get the rebound. And we're going to have to win, just another 2-ball because we can't do a 1-pointer. Because you're not going to stop them twice in a row, realistically. So let's say if I shoot a 2-ball, right, and I miss, it's 14-13. Let's say we get a good stop. Let's say if he passed the ball and I catch it and score at the end, now it's 14-14. They're not going to do another bad play. They're going to get off a good field goal the next time we go. So that's why, we need to score here, stop, and score again. We cannot ask for 2 stops. We can only ask this for 1 stop. All right. So now let me share my screen. Let's finish this Umar shit.
Who having issues with your children, learning disabilities, autisms, ADHDs, IEPs, 504s, white teacher racism, psychological evaluations, pre-referral intervention plans, behavior intervention plans, any issues you're having with your children, education and mental health, you can reach out to me.
And I'm telling Black folks, don't you ever reach out to him. There's many Black professionals who are not as controversial, who is not so egotistical, not so I can't say that word for shit. Misogynistic. They're not so narcissistic as Umar. This is the wrong guy to contact for that shit. Contact another Black professional who loves Black people just as much as he claims. He's the wrong guy to contact. Okay, reach a real credentialed professional that has no controversy surrounding their name. Okay, reach that person for your kids' needs. Okay, special needs, whatever. But I will not. I would treat him like polite. I won't reach out to him for shit.
215-989-9858. That's 215-989-9858. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. The idea had been with me since I was a psychologist with the School District of Philadelphia.
Yeah, again. So now he tells the guys to don't take it personal. What about the collective? But he has this personal idea. You see this guy? So he tells them, don't be personal, be collective. But when it comes to him, it's not collective, it's personal. This is his idea. He just said it. This is my idea since I was a school psychologist. This is a weird guy.
9858. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. The idea had been with me since I was a psychologist with the School District of Philadelphia.
Okay, so this is his personal idea.
The idea began to take form in 2014 when an associate of mine gave me a phone call and told me that the historic HBCU St. Paul's College was for sale in Lawrenceville, Virginia.
So that was enough to say, you know what, yeah, that was interesting. So he has this weird Blackology idea for a Black school. And then he learns about a Black school being open. I mean, not Black school, HBCU for sale. And that was your motivation to say, yeah, man, I want a Black school. See, that's the thing that, listen, man, it's called supply and demand. Let me type that in for you here. Supply and demand. Okay. Let's look at it. What is supply and demand? Supply is generally considered to slope upward. As the prices rise, the suppliers are willing to produce more. So suppliers want to produce more. They want to produce for people wanting something. Demand is generally considered to slope downward at higher prices. Consumers buy less. Okay. So supply and demand in a real simplistic way is you want to supply a school, but the parents need to demand it. What Black people were demanding of Frederick, Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, Nat Turner, Brother Polite School, like who the hell was demanding that? Nobody. Again, like our complaint about our school system was really about outdated material, lack of updated, technology, computer, laptops, and teachers not willing to teacher-student relationship. that was the major conversation between parents and the school. Even myself, I felt like some of the white teachers, there's just no connection. And if I wanted to be class clown, she'll let me. If I wanted to fail, she'll let me. It was no concern. Like, hey, what's going on? Like, why you just clown around? Like, your education is serious. Miss Sarah, her name was Miss Sarah. We never had that talk. Hey, I'm biased sports. Why are you clowning around? Education is important. A lot can go with this. And if you don't take this serious, a lot cannot go in your favor in the future. We never know. It just, hey, it removed out my class. So I don't really understand like the seriousness of why I should take this shit serious. So that's what parents that's their concern. It's teacher-student relationship. There's none in public schools, especially right now, period, there's none. But at that time, when I'm in the 90s, there was none really with white and black kids. Okay, that's just it. So, but it was never a demand for a whole black school. It was a demand, keep the school, we just need teachers who care about black children, or just, see, because you can't say black teachers, because I had black teachers too who ain't give a shit. So see, we got to get off the whole race thing. Because I had black teachers who let me be a class clown too. So it's like, there was no different than Miss Sarah. So it was like, nah. But now I agree, you had more black teachers who were concerned, but you still had your fair share who were not, that you just failed. So it's not about the color. It's all about teacher-student relationship. Is that happening in this school? Is that a big deal? Is that something that the school wants to focus on, hone in on? You want to know that. Okay, and so that's all parents really cared about. Yo, the teacher does not relate with my kid. He's aggressive because he's hyper, but he's not really, a threat. So once you know that, you can talk to him as such. But if you keep looking at him like he's a threat and he's not a threat, he's just hyper, he is wondering why you treat him like that. You dig? So it becomes more like a mental chess match. But nobody is calling for a black school with black boys. You dig?
He said they only want $2 million.
This was his weird personal goal that he failed to deliver out of his own financial pockets or getting investors. He wants to lie to the public, sympathy, white, black, the race card, to get donations for this dream that he had. No black people was not calling for this shit. This is some selfish shit, man. This is what black people do. Like, we have a selfish goal, and we don't want to do it the right way. We don't want to go reach in our own pockets and buy it. We want to get the public to finance it, to donate towards it, and they have no say so how it's ran, or they have no say so who should also be part of this project. That's some weird shit, yo. That's not how investing works, man. But that can only work with niggas. Mainly work with niggas. The shit he pulled off. Where you donate to a project like a school, education, and you have no say so who is involved and what teachers could or not be there, who isn't involved. You have no say so. You just donate and that's it. Nah. That's why you need investors. Investors have say so. That's why niggas like him, scammers avoid, con artists avoid investors, because they didn't know. Hell no, nigga. You going to listen, this guy right here that you don't like, I like him. And he's a great teacher. He's a great this, great that, great this. He's gonna be over there. Fuck you, what you gotta get some. He's great. You gotta resolve that shit. He's great. That's what an investor can do. But donations can't do that.
I said a whole HBCU for $2 million. 118 acres. I went down there, told them I need this school for our boys, the white people.
Look at this. Now it's back to the white people. Everything is the white people, the government, the white people, the government, the white people. Everything is just like, he's appealing to your weird insecurities about yourself, man. And he's trying to bring out you this racism that was never in you, but he's gonna implant it in you, incept it in your stupid ass.
People at Motley's auction in Richmond, Virginia. And they said, if you can get us $500,000 in about a month, we might could work with you. So we started a fundraiser. As soon as we started the fundraiser, my detractors attacked it.
Yeah, because no, not to detractors. Concerned black people like, yo, why are you asking money from hardworking black folks for a dream that's not going to be brought into fruition anytime soon? It's not even still here. So you don't have detractors. You have concerned people with real legitimate questions about your crazy ass idea that you had as a school psychologist. Okay.
Called Motley tried to disrupt the sale. In 2015, a year later, we started a GoFundMe. They sabotaged the GoFundMe, said I was spending the money on my own. So they stopped the GoFundMe, even though I supplied GoFundMe with all the account statements and gave them permission to speak to the branch manager.
Nah, I mean, that shit sound fraudulent. Come on, man. Yeah, GoFundMe's ain't that easy sabotage. It's somebody just call in, hey, that guy's a scammer. Okay, stop it. Nah, bro, they won't be successful today. Like, if they ask for certain documents that you could not provide, bro. Okay, because we know from Jay Morrison that niggas like you that want to build a school or museum, y'all niggas become everything. Y'all become the CFO, the CEO, the janitor, like all. So you end up paying yourself from the donation money. You become all the employment. You're the teacher. You're the principal. You're the janitor. You're the gymnasium teacher. You're the gym teacher. You're everything. So you just keep paying yourself for all the duties you're doing. Listen, all right, guys. First period is math. I'm the math teacher. Pay me. Second period is science. I'm the science teacher. Pay me. Third period is history class. I'm the history teacher. Pay me. Fourth period is English. I'm the English teacher. Pay me. Sixth period doing English. We're doing reading. I'm the reading teacher. Pay me. Seventh period doing gym. I'm the gym teacher. Pay me. Like that. That's what happens with shit like this. But that can never happen with investors, dude. Trust me, cannot happen. They won't let you pay yourself like that. Fuck no. They want their money. That's what Jay Morrison and this guy does. They become every role that gets a check in the project. That's what they were. That's possibly what they were saying. Like, yo, nigga, you pay. We're not saying you're stealing the money. We're saying you're employing yourself to all these fucking duties, and you're getting the money that way.
To verify the information, GoFundMe didn't even check it out because they wanted to shut me down.
Okay. Oh my God. And then it comes back to conspiracy theory. This is why you had the Amun-Ra squad, the pseudo killers. You got the Dagger squad. You got Smash Rockwell. This is a lot of these guys are just not conspiracy. You got I don't think Jabari's a conspiracy theorist. I don't think Ujawu, Team Osiris, I don't believe they're Chief X. They're not conspiracy theorists. The white man trying to shut me down. Like, you're not gonna hear that type of shit from them, and they don't support it. You're not gonna hear that shit. So they didn't want to check into it, what I had to say, because they want to shut me down. And people going through sexual rape allegations, and they're gonna say the white man trying to take me down. You're like, come on, man, come on. We gotta stop that shit. Bill Cosby giving chicks Quaaludes and fucking all this shit allegedly, and then all of a sudden he get caught some years later. Now he's trying to shut me down, coming by NBC. Nigga, stop it, nigga. You should never been involved in that shit, man. Like, stop it. Like, rich niggas, like, no, that's not how that shit works. There's people richer than you. Like, what's my boy name? He wrote the book, Watching All White Guys Have the Fun. That guy. Rich as hell, richest black man in America. There's no scandals tied to him. Like, what the fuck what y'all talking about? Michael Jackson and the boy. Nigga, why you in bed with a boy? Fuck wrong? Like, what I mean? You put yourself in that situation for a scandal, the Deshaun Watson flashing this shit with white women. Like, dude, why are you doing that though? Whether you fucking or not, why are you doing that? You put yourself, like, this is no entrapment. This is no planting evidence. What's that shit called? He set me up. None of that shit happening, bro. Y'all niggas be involved in this shit already. And then when they get cracked down on you, all of a sudden they trying to get rid of you. No, they get out of that shit to begin with. What's wrong with y'all, man? You don't see, like, is Al Sharpton caught in some fucking scandal? Like, stop it, man. sure white folks hate Al Sharpton. They hate Jesse Jackson. I'm sure they hate people. Why they not calling this big ass? I'm talking away from the damn computer. Yeah, I'm sure these guys, white folks hate them. How can he not involved in any major scandal? And even Tariq Nasheed, you might hate him. He's not really involved in no scandals. So how come? And he's put together way more projects than Dr. Umar. He's been on boots on the ground way more than Dr. Umar Johnson. So if they was really like putting niggas to rest, stopping shit, Tariq Nasheed have been stopped right along, your dumbass. All this goals be accomplished. Why you can't accomplish some shit, man? It's because your structure is bullshit, man. That's why. Like, I mean, everything about you is like it's not up to par, man. Then when your shit fail, the government trying to stop me. Nobody trying to stop me. Like niggas trying to make themselves more important than what they are. Like niggas stop it. Like you had guys when Jay Morrison did that bullshit, that little what that shit he did when he invested in his stock, some brokers bullshit. Like when once he even introduced that, you had mad black professionals say, "Nah, it's not gonna work." They said, "Nah, that's not gonna work. There's no way you're gonna be able to pay out this right here." And like they did the math behind the scenes, and right now, looking back, it checked out. It checked out. This nigga paid himself. He's CFO, CEO. He's the janitor. He's everything in that fucking that hedge fund thing he's doing. He's everything. He's paying himself like 10 different ways, allegedly. That's what's reported. Okay, so go watch JT the Pocket Watcher. Like he single-handedly destroyed Jay Morrison. All right. Okay, let's play some of this shit.
God damn.
They didn't want to support a black initiative. So then we learned in 2017, I want to say, 16, that a Chinese corporation bought the St. Paul's.
Chinese.
I couldn't believe it. That
in the process of you doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't believe that black people let Chinese people buy a historic.
Nigga, they don't give a fuck. They're selling it. They need money. They can't afford to maintain that shit no more. They got bills too. Hey, we're selling this. Who wants to buy it? We don't give a fuck what the history is. We need to sell this shit. Because if this was so important to black folks, then Umar, it'd be more niggas than you trying to buy this shit. You're the only person. And you don't have the money. You're trying to get donations. Fucking, you're not doing it the right way. So now we got Chinese people that don't need donations. They got the money. Here, yes, come, take care, buy it, make it whatever the fuck you want. Nice little business with you. Happy Father's Day.
College. Built by our ancestors, coming out of slavery by Father Russell, who was friends to both Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver. Chinese own it now. So once they bought the school, I said, okay, black folks are donating. We've always got a lot of donations. They're just low amounts. Quantity versus quality, right?
Yeah.
Quantity low. Or should I say the quality of the donation low, but the quantity vast.
Yes. Okay, get you.
So, a lot of 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, but if you're trying to buy an institution, that ain't quite enough.
Right. Got you.
Right? So anyway, we said we're just going to get us a day school. So I used up all my frequent flyer miles flying all over America. I thought the school was going to be in Detroit because Detroit had a couple Catholic schools in great shape that we could afford. There was around the $300,000.
We can afford. How about you? Why you can't afford it?
In Detroit, blackest city. I'm ready for Detroit. Roman Catholic Church wouldn't sell them to me. Then we
the race card, the white man. Dude, if the white man is that fucking powerful to block you, why even want to do this shit, bro? If it's that easy to sabotage you, then that means that your goal will never come to fruition, what you want to do. Okay? If it's that easy to sabotage your weak ass, that means that you were never going to be successful. It's written. We can honestly say it's written on the fucking wall. Like, dude, you're not going to be successful. God, this is excuses.
We had a school in Philly. Roman Catholic Church wouldn't sell it to me. Then we was going to lease a school in money earning Mount Vernon, New York. Clean Catholic school. White man said, I got to call Rome. I said, what? He said, I got to call Rome. I said, you got to call the Vatican. He said, yeah. I didn't know this. He said half the Catholic schools in America are still managed directly from the Vatican.
That's crazy.
Did y'all hear that?
What's so? I mean, let's say that's true. What's so crazy about that?
I didn't know that.
Guess
yeah.
what else he told me? That the Roman Catholic Church is the second largest owner of real estate on the planet Earth. White man told me this.
Okay, let's say if it's true. Okay. What the fuck? Like they can't be the second largest. Give me a second. Change the diaper.
So he called me back. Rome said, we can't give you the school.
Right.
The Roman Catholic Church refused me to lease the school in money earned in Mount Vernon, New York.
Nigga, are you surprised? You talk shit about them. You talk shit about them. You surprised they won't give you some shit? Yo, the Roman Catholic Church. Nigga, you talk shit about them.
In other words, the school could have been open years ago, but we kept on getting sad.
Is that because, do you feel because you are a black man trying to purchase
because
that?
I'm Dr. Umar.
Yeah, exactly. Nigga, you Dr. Umar. A nigga who talk shit about white folks. And then want to buy their shit. Like, hell no, nigga.
And what he's trying to,
Remember something Napoleon Bonaparte said during the Haitian Revolution? When Napoleon said, we got to crush the Saint Louis.
And then he goes back to the Haitian Revolution to talk about this nigga. Like, nigga, what they got to do with you?
One of his subordinates said, Commander, why are you so interested in destroying the Haitians? Is it to prevent them from destroying our investment on the island? He said, nah. We must stop and crush the Haitian Revolution to forever prevent the march of blacks forward into the world.
Mm-hmm.
The Haitian Revolution wasn't about the Haitian Revolution. It was about white supremacy. They can't let me succeed because they don't know how far I will go.
Nigga, you're not going nowhere.
When white people see a fire, they put it out. You feel me? Who is this
All
black
white
man
people,
coming
right?
up here
Sure.
who can afford to pay this type? What black man is thinking about opening up a school for black boys independently? Now, you might do LeBron James, public school you just give some money to. You didn't buy, you didn't build it, you don't own it, you don't control it. Puffy, get you a charter school. Jalen Rose, get you a charter school. I'm not doing that. This is independent. We own it. Right?
We who? Nigga, you own it. Your
When I
name
went
on
to
it.
Detroit, tried to buy public school. They wouldn't show me none of the public schools in good shape. Chicago couldn't get none of the public schools in good shape. That's when I realized there's a national, there must be a national thing out.
Right.
He don't get no school. You feel me? We had the money and they still wouldn't sell them. So then finally, I come back from Benin, Togo, and Ghana, 2017. Remember the Great North American Eclipse, August 21st of 2017? Which is my birthday, Nat Turner Day, Haitian Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day. I'm on LoopNet. I see the school in Wilmington, Delaware. So this school looked brand new. I go to it on my way down to Nat Turner, came back from Nat Turner, went to Cuba to get my initiation. When I came back from Cuba, I finally got into the schools. I walked around. I said, you know what? These schools are modern. They in good shape. Did my research, found out these schools only 10 years old.
Oh my God, his research.
$2 million. We only had $500,000. But that was August and September of 17. We bought the school February of 19. So for 18 months, I stayed on them.
Right.
Can we get the school? Can we buy the school? Can we get the school? Buy the school? And then one day I said, can y'all sell it to us? He responded, give us what you got.
Oh, so the white man wanted you to win all of a sudden.
I talked him down from 2 mils to
Right.
We got to school 2017. I'm happy, jumping for joy. Little did I know, the black contractors was not going to do us any.
Oh, now it's the black man. Get the fuck out of here. Come, come. Yeah, you want. I know you want. You want. You're not gonna eat it pre-cooked. You like me, like this stuff hot. Okay, so right now, gotta wait. Get it done. Right. He's like me. I can't cook his food. Like if I cook, it gotta be cooked while he's up. I don't really eat cooked when he's sitting around. He gotta be hot. That's how he is. But when he's up, that's when I cook his food. So he's hungry. Like, dude, yeah, but food takes a while to cook unless you're some deadbeat mother who just microwaves some shit for you. All right, so I'm back. Got everything in motion. You did?
We got robbed. We got scammed, man, our own people.
Which is unfortunate, yeah.
Very unfortunate. Then one day.
So why you keep saying white people as though like white people only got something against you? And now you're saying black people. Like, dude, so stop saying white people. Like he's acting like white people are the only ones who scam this nigga. or prevent them. Now it's black folks. You gotta make your mind up, my boy. Make your mind up, make your mind up, make your mind up. I'll be back with some stock shit.